The last words the hunter spoke were of his king.
"He will eventually find you,"
the fairy spat. His face had reddened from hanging upside down, dangling from a tree. "Your king will never find out about this," I snarled.
"Don't."
He never got a chance to finish begging for his life, if he'd ever had begging in mind at all. I found most Fae too indignant. Besides, it was quite hard to speak with a slit throat. I slashed, cutting deep, my blade sliding through flesh like a spoon through cream. It was razor sharp. It was my father's, and I took great pride in its careful maintenance. I used it to hunt those who would hunt me, and now I watched one of those hunters die, choking on his own blood. I did not do this for pleasure, but necessity. This was the only way my grandmother and I managed to avoid detection and survive all these years. After the fairy stilled for good, I cut him down. His body fell to the forest floor at my feet, nothing more than a bloody heap now. The fairy had been caught leg first in one of my traps. Thanks to my parents and a bit of handed-down magic, I'd gotten very good at setting them, and very good at slitting the throat of any Fae with the misfortune of stumbling into one. This Fae could have passed for my age, his face drawn into a mask of surprise at being caught, even while unconscious. He was undoubtedly sent out to scout the lands to track down my kind, and more would follow. They'd been getting too close, wandering into the woods skirting our cabin in greater numbers. My family relocated to the White Woods for peace years ago, fleeing Astertown when the Fae invaded. But now it was only my grandmother and me. My parents were slain a mere 2 years prior.